Earning Gobblegum in Black Ops 6 Zombies isn't as random as you think, and if you want to get them faster, stay tuned because I'm going to explain exactly how they're earned and the fastest, most efficient way to get the Gobblegum that you want. I've put 72 hours and 4 prestiges into trying to figure out just exactly how the Gobblegum system works and the earn rates associated with every single individual gum. In this video, I'm going to lay it all out on the table so that you can earn the Gobblegums that you want faster and more efficiently. Before we get into the Gobblegum breakdown and strategy, leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't done so already would be greatly appreciated because, as mentioned before, it's taken 3 days of in-game time to compile all of this information and data into one video. With that out of the way, let's get into it. First things first, the only official information we're given by Treyarch about the Gobblegum reward system came in a Call of Duty Zombies blog post all the way back on August 8th, 2024. In the blog post, Treyarch states that Gobblegum are earned in-game at random simply by playing, and you'll get one or more every few rounds. That's literally all the information to date that Treyarch has shared with us about how the Gobblegum system functions. Upon playing a few matches of zombies and focusing primarily on surviving, you might think, yeah, that's all there is to it. Every once in a while at the end of the round, the Gobblegum notification pops up and I'm given a random Gobblegum, but it's really not that simple. Now, there's no set round that you'll be rewarded Gobblegum with, making that aspect of how you acquire the gum random. However, after carefully studying the rarity of the gum and the round that I got Gobblegum on, I've been able to work out the different factors that go into what gum you got, why you got it, and when you got it. The first major factor in earning Gobblegum is the Rampage inducer. Every game that you activate the Rampage inducer, even if you turn it off after one round, you're way less likely to get Gobblegum until well into the 20s, and the rarity of the gum that you do get is more likely to be lower. Now, that's not saying you'll never get Gobblegum before round 20 if you've activated the Rampage inducer. It can happen, however, it's much less likely than if you never had activated it in the first place. I believe this was implemented to stop people from speedrunning their way to massive amounts of Ultra Gobblegums quickly, which segues us to the next factor in earning Gobblegums, rounds. Again, all Gobblegum can be earned at any time throughout the game, but 95% of the time, this is when you can expect to start seeing each rarity of Gobblegum. From rounds 1 through 9, you have the highest chance of pulling a rare Gobblegum. Rare Gobblegums are also the most likely Gobblegum to appear at any round, more so than any of the other rarities. What I mean by this is that 95% of the time, that first Gobblegum on the low rounds is going to be rare. Likewise, as you get into the higher rounds and your odds for better gums increase, the likelihood of you pulling a rare Gobblegum on a higher round is much greater than you being on a low round and pulling an Ultra Gum. It's still possible to pull a Gobblegum like Perkaholic in the single digits, but the likelihood of that happening is slim to none compared to being on round 50 and getting a shields up. The rare Gobblegum with the highest pull rate that you'll likely see come up the most are Stock Option, Arsenal Accelerator, Shields Up, and Temporal Gift. Rare Gobblegums such as Killjoy, Anywhere But Here, and Cashback have a reduced chance of being awarded to you compared to the previously mentioned rare gums. As you progress the rounds, the odds of you earning higher rarity Gobblegums increase. From rounds 10 to 18, you'll have an increased chance at pulling an epic Gobblegum while slightly decreasing the chance of pulling a rare Gobblegum, but again, the rare ones will always have the highest pull rate. The epics I seem to get the most are Who's Keeping Score, Respin Cycle, and Nowhere But There. From rounds 19 through 27, your chance at a legendary Gobblegum will increase. This seems to be the only tier of rarity where the Gobblegum earn rate is most evenly distributed when you earn them. The only gum I never seem to get is arguably the best one of the legendary bunch, which is Phoenix Up. Of course, you're all probably here for one thing, and that's how to earn the Ultra Gobblegums. The Ultra Gobblegums have the highest chance of being pulled after round 28. Again, it is technically possible to get them anytime before round 28, but the chances of that actually happening are so low. The Ultra Gums actually have a really significant discrepancy in the earn rate, as I only seem to get near-death experience and hidden power if and when I earn an Ultra Gobblegum. Perkaholic, Wonder Bar, and especially Raindrops are ones I never seem to earn. That's not to say you can't get them, I just typically quit right around the late 20s, early 30s, as I'm currently on the camo grind, and that's when the guns start to fall off. Whimsical Gums are basically the only guarantee in this entire equation, as you earn them for every successful exfil. Exfilling between rounds 15 through 29 grant 1 Whimsical Gobblegum. Exfilling between rounds 30 through 44 will give you 2 Whimsical Gobblegums. Exfilling from rounds 45 and up give you 3 Whimsical Gums. Another factor in earning gums that you might think is completely random is the number of Gobblegums you get when you do earn them. Every once in a while, you may have noticed that 2 or 3 Gobblegums are awarded instead of just 1. Well, I think this is actually the most random mechanic when it comes to earning Gobblegums. I have 2 theories that may give some explanation to it. The first is that I typically earn 2 or 3 Gobblegums when I don't get awarded the highest rarity when I have the highest chance of possibly getting them. For example, in this clip, I was awarded 3 Gobblegums on round 31, but none of them were above epic rarity. Had I gotten either a legendary or ultra Gobblegum, it would have probably been the only gum I earned at that time. Additionally, I've noticed that in co-op matches, I tend to see 2 or 3 gums awarded more often and on lower rounds. Not saying that being in a co-op match is more likely to give you more gums, it's just an observation I've made. Now that we've gone over how Gobblegums are awarded, let's go over the strategy I would say is best for earning the specific gums you want as quickly as possible. I would personally stick to playing Liberty Falls if you're going to run this strategy. While it can be done on both maps, there's much less ground to cover on Liberty Falls, making it easier to maximize your time. Before you go into a game, think about which rarity Gobblegum you wish to get and set your target round to get to. If you want to build up a large stack of rare Gobblegums, quickly progress as fast as possible to about round 12. By then you should have triggered the award system and gotten your rare Gobblegum. If you wish to try to get epic Gobblegums, you're going to have to grind as fast as possible to round 20. This applies to the other 2 rarities, so if you're looking for ultras, unfortunately you're going to have to try to make it all the way to the late 20s and early 30s as fast as possible. Once you get the rarity of Gobblegum you want, immediately quit and then get back into another game. I know it's tedious and there's no way to just boot in and get megas on round 8 consistently, but this strategy gives you the best chance of getting what you want relatively quick. I've been doing the camo grind each game while I try for gums, but if you just want to get gums as fast as humanly possible, I'd suggest building the jet gun every game and training in either the bowling alley or on top of the roof of the Alamo. Using the jet gun will help you to progress rounds faster than if you were just using a regular gun. Up on screen now, I'll include a table that shows you what rounds you want to target for each rarity and the gums with the highest earn rate in each rarity. Feel free to screenshot this and keep it handy the next time you go for some Gobblegum speedruns so you know exactly which round you need to get to in order to get your gum of choice. The last thing I have for you before we end this video is that it honestly seems like once you hit 2nd Prestige, the earn rate for Ultra Gobblegums really falls off. The first couple of days that I was playing the game before I hit 2nd Prestige, I really feel like I was getting Ultras at a much more increased rate. It seems like after 2nd Prestige, the game really locks you into this reward system, where you really only get those gums at those certain rounds, but I feel like the earn rate of ultras has just really gone down. I can't tell if this is just me and maybe I'm not playing to a high enough round in order to get those ultras because I'm doing the camo grind, but if I'm being honest, it seems like once you get past a certain noob stage of your level and of the game, you really stop earning ultras, and it could be that they're going to try to force you to buy Gobblegums individually or bundles if you want ultras more often. I don't really see a problem with this because, you know, I'd rather have paid Gobblegums like this in order to get better quality maps that we have in Black Ops 6 and moving forward. But at the same time, I don't think it would be right to cap people that are hardcore players of the game and say you can't earn Ultra Gobblegums just because you have a higher level. Again, I haven't proved that for a fact. That's just my observation over weekend 1, and I'm already 4th Prestige, so when I do earn the Ultra Gobblegums, they're kind of the shitty ones. Again, just an observation. None of that's confirmed at all. I'm just speculating based on my experience. So let me know if you guys are above 2nd Prestige and if you've noticed your Gobblegums fall off in the comments below. I hope all of this information helps you along your Black Ops 6 journey. I know it's kind of a lot to understand, and there's multiple different factors that come into play when attempting to grind for Gobblegums. But once you really understand the reward system, it's easy to predict when you're going to be awarded Gobblegums and which rarity you'll get. Come back to this video after you've grinded out some gums and let me know in the comments below if you've noticed an increase in your Gobblegum stash after grinding for them using this method. I hope you all have a great day and remember to stay hydrated.